Let me ask you something. Have you ever been 6 months deep with somebody? Texting every day, spending weekends together, fully emotionally invested, and you still had no idea if you were actually exclusive? That's not her fault, and honestly, it might not be yours either. Nobody taught us when to have that conversation. Nobody told us how, so we just avoid it. We assume, we go with the flow, and then one day something happens. A text you weren't expecting, a text you weren't supposed to see, a name that comes up too much, and then everything blows up. I'm Dr. Philip Montgomery. Welcome to Behavior 360, where we talk about the things men need to hear, not just the things that feel comfortable. Today, we're getting into the monogamy conversation, when it should happen, what it actually means, and how to navigate it without losing yourself or the relationship. Now, stay with me. Here's what I see all the time, and brothers, I say this with love. We are emotionally present in relationships, but verbally absent in defining them. We show up, we invest, we fall for someone, but the moment it comes to putting words to what we are, we go silent. And look, I get it. There's a fear there. What if she says she's not ready? What if bringing it up makes you look needy or too eager or like you're pushing? So instead, you just keep doing what you're doing and hope it naturally becomes efficient. But hope is not a relationship strategy. From a behavioral health standpoint, and this is what I deal with professionally, ambiguity in close relationships is a genuine stressor. It creates anxiety, emotional inconsistency, and poor decision-making. You start doing things to protect yourselves from a hurt you haven't even confirmed yet. You pull back. You keep your options open. She does the same, and the connection erodes before it ever got the chance to grow. The conversation isn't what threatens the relationships. The silence is. Timing is everything. So when is the right time to bring it up? I'm going to give you something practical, not a magic number of dates or a TikTok timeline. The monogamy conversation should happen when the relationship has built enough emotional investment that the answer actually matters, and early enough that you still have an option to make a clean, intentional decision together. In most cases, the window opens somewhere between 6 weeks and 3 months in. Here's why that range matters. Before 6 weeks, most people are still in the assessment phase. You're both figuring out chemistry and compatibility. Locking down exclusivity that early can sometimes compress a process that needs space to develop. After 3 months without clarity, you're now dealing with established emotional patterns, possible physical intimacy, and real attachment. And the longer you wait, the higher the emotional cost of any misalignment. But, and this is important, timing isn't just about weeks, it's about readiness signals. When you notice you're making decisions based on her, when you're declining other options, not because you're afraid, but because you genuinely want to invest here. When you can see yourself building something together, that's the green light. Don't wait until you're in pain. Don't have the conversation from a place of insecurity or jealousy. Have it from a place of clarity and intention. That changes everything about how it lands. Now let's talk about how to have this conversation, because most men either make it too formal or too casual. and both extremes create problems. Too formal. I need to sit down and discuss the future of our relationship. Now she goes into a fight or flight mode before you've even said a word. Too casual. So are we like together or whatever? Now it sounds like you don't care about the answer. Find the middle. Natural, direct, and grounded. Something like, hey, I've really been enjoying where we are, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. I'm not dating anyone else, and honestly, I don't want to. Is that where you are too? That's it. No ultimatums, no manipulation, just honesty and an invitation for hers. A few things to keep in mind when you're in it. 1, pick a calm, private moment, not a public, not an after an argument moment, not in the middle of a good time when it feels like it could be a mood killer. Pick a regular evening and a comfortable setting. 2, lead with what's true for you before asking about her. That takes the pressure off her and off vulnerability. You're asking her to match your energy. 3, be prepared for her honest answer. If she's not there yet, that's information, not rejection. Ask what she needs and decide what you can work with. 4, whatever she says, stay regulated. Don't react emotionally in the moment. Process it. Respond thoughtfully. Men, clarity is a gift you give yourself. When you know what you're building, you can build it intentionally. When you don't, you're just reacting to whatever happens next. Integrity and intentionality is important. I want to go a little deeper here for a second. A lot of us were taught, directly or indirectly, that being a man means not needing much, not needing clarity, not needing commitment, just being cool with whatever. But I want to offer you a different framework. Wanting exclusivity isn't weakness. Wanting to build with one person intentionally, with full accountability, that's not soft. That's character. Proverbs talk about a man finding a wife, finding something good. That's not a passive act. That's active discernment. You have to choose. You have to commit. You have to be willing to be known. The monogamy conversation is a moment of integrity. You're saying it, I know what I want. I know what I'm offering, and I'm willing to stand in that truth out loud. That's the kind of man that builds something lasting. Here's the call to action. So here's what I want you to take away. Stop assuming you're on the same page. Start asking. Have a conversation when you're clear, not when you're desperate. Lead with honesty. Stay regulated and respect whatever the answer is you get. The relationship you want starts with the conversation you've been avoiding. If this hit home, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Behavior 360, wherever you get your podcasts, and drop me a line. Like, follow, subscribe. Tell me where you are at this. I read everything. Until the next time.